Hello YouTube, today we are visiting the town of Mullins, South Carolina. I think that the proper pronunciation is Mullins. However, even when I was trying to correctly pronunciate it, my mouth wants to say Mullins. So I'm going to stick with calling it Mullins because I'm trying to say Mullins when I do, I guess. I have to physically think about it to say it that way. Anyway, it is in Marion County, and so this is the second town in Marion County. I believe that leaves us with just Nichols left in Marion County. I got to triple check that, really double check it, but I believe that's correct. And let me start off by saying, isn't it just a beautiful day outside in this video? Uh, the blue, I understand the video makes it look a little wider, but the blue sky was just perfect, and the green landscape of the town was a perfect contrast. And the road is a nice color as well, really. It's not freshly paved, but it's not so wore out that you're seeing rocks everywhere. There are some bumps in it, of course, but it's not in horrendous shape. Anyway, Mullins is a tobacco producing town, or at least at one point it was. It was actually not named after a railroad man or founder. It was named after a legislature. Pre-Civil War, I actually think through the Civil War as well, in the South Carolina State House legislature, at least according to Wikipedia. Mullins is also, listen to me, I'm saying it right, I think, home of legend in the making Xavier Legette of South Carolina Gamecocks. He's having a tremendous season. But back quickly, or not quickly, but back to the tobacco industry. You'll see a lot of old warehouses where they used to store it. I at least assume a few places may still store it, but like that's a good example right there on the left, and really the right too, where they would dry the tobacco and then take it to market. I actually think Mullins had one of the biggest markets, maybe. I'm going off of a book I read a couple of years ago to say that. I don't actually have a fact sheet or Wikipedia pulled up, but I believe I remember reading that. Anyway, it is also home to the South Carolina State Tobacco Museum. So that's one other tobacco tie-in. Water tower up there, and I believe this actually is the museum, or at least it's coming right up. That might be it right there. Pretty sure it is to the right. Look at the architecture on that building there. It's beautiful. Alright, we have a little glitch in the video. We're just going to pretend like we don't know why we skipped me going under a red light. A green red light. Oh, no reason to talk anymore. No self-incrimination on this page. But yes, I had to skip a little bit there. Just a few seconds, you didn't really miss anything. I like the overhang over those windows, the little shutters. But anyway, doesn't this just look like a picturesque small town America? The downtown, it's not falling apart. It's older, it looks weathered, I guess you'd say, but like I said, it's not falling apart. And that is very, very important. And it actually looks open and not closed like a lot of places do. But it's very small. There's about, I think I read on Wikipedia, around 4,000 people live here. That's down from 5,000 20 years ago in 2000. So, people have left Mullins. And really, it almost connects with the county seat, Marion, which I have a video of as well. I didn't realize they were so close to each other. I live in the county next to Mullins, and I've spent a lot of time in Marion County in my life. Easily the second most. Hunt there and all kinds of stuff. but this is only the third time in my life that I can recall ever going into Mullins. And also back there, we just passed an Arby's. I want to give a shout out to that Arby's because that may be the only small town Arby's I've ever seen. Truthfully, Rose's back there on the left, and an abandoned grocery store on the left. And if you're wondering, I know I didn't get any of it on film. If Mullins is a IGA or a Piggly Wiggly town, it actually has both. So they got the pig and IGA in this town. So that's got to count for something, correct? Absolutely, it does. But anyway, guys, we got about 30 seconds and then we'll be out of the town limits. There's really nothing else to really talk about or see at this point going out. I guess this is just where some of those 4,000 people are living, probably off to the left and right behind the woods. There's little neighborhoods or whatever. Oh, I do want to say Mullins' high school football team, their school mascot is the Auctioneers. You know, like the auctioneers. So that is very interesting, cool, and odd. And I believe it's even made Bleacher Report's oddest names. Anyway, that's Mullins, South Carolina.